You're watching VinylicPumaGaming. What's up guys, back with another video, and today I figured that I would go ahead and talk about a brand new tech demo that was shown by Gearbox today at GDC. Now, I'm not really sure if the footage is good to use here on YouTube, and what generally happens is some outlets and companies get exclusive access to this footage and have a tendency to be really claim happy here on YouTube. So what I will do is I'll provide you guys with the link in the description if you haven't seen this tech demo, and I recommend that you watch at least a little bit of it because some of it's pretty cool. They go over some rendering techniques that they're going to be using, I guess, in quote-unquote future Borderlands, or no, I'm sorry, quote, future Gearbox games, basically Borderlands 3. But again guys, I'll leave you guys a link in the description because I am sort of wary of content claims here on YouTube, and I don't want to show this footage and get my ass claimed. So it is what it is. So you can either go ahead, you can pause this video and watch the tech demo and then come back to this video to hear my thoughts about it, or you can go ahead and listen to me discuss the tech demo and then watch it later. Now, keep in mind, and for the sake of clarity, this is not a Borderlands 3 announcement, trailer, or anything like that. All this was a tech demonstration of some of the things that might appear in future Gearbox games. So, unfortunately, we still don't know when Borderlands 3 will be coming out yet. But without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss some of the information that we now know about Borderlands 3. So Randy Pitchford has pretty much confirmed that Borderlands 3, or whatever the next game that Gearbox develops, is going to be running in Unreal Engine 4. During the tech demo, they showed some pretty cool rendering tricks for rendering liquids, metals, and what was particularly impressive was how they could render lighting to make scenes look a lot more realistic. And one example that they showed is they basically showed like this tarp over like a fence, and they shined light towards it, and if you went behind the tarp covered fence, you could see the light protruding through, and that was really cool. Now, they did show a character in the tech demo that sort of looked like Athena from Borderlands the pre-sequel. However, they never actually showed her face, so we don't actually know if it's actually Athena or if it's another NPC from the Borderlands universe. And of course, it could also be a placeholder, given that this is a tech demo that will be showcasing the technology that's going into future Gearbox games. I think what we can definitely say for sure is that Borderlands 3 is going to look a lot like Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel, but imagine some better water effects and the introduction of some better metallic textures, and you're also going to be getting some better lighting, and that is going to be pretty cool in my opinion. Now, it's probably a good time that I give you guys my thoughts because there really wasn't a whole lot else to this particular presentation. Now, keep in mind that everything I'm going to be discussing from here on out is speculation and hasn't been confirmed by the developers, and it's also subject to change, so I could be saying things and then all of a sudden it doesn't happen. But let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be really interesting to see metallic textures appear in Borderlands, or whatever this new game from Gearbox is going to be. We've seen some reflective textures on weapons in Borderlands 2, however they never really seemed to have quite the luster than what was shown in the tech demo. I'd also be curious to see how they implement the liquid rendering techniques that they displayed in the tech demo as well. Perhaps we could get some weapons that shoot liquids at enemies dealing damage, and that would be pretty cool. Or you could be able to walk through water and you could actually see your character's like body move through the water in like a very detailed way. It's really too early to tell about any of these things. They didn't even show one gun in the tech demo, so that's that. On the one hand, it's a good thing that Gearbox is finally making the move to Unreal Engine 4. Borderlands 1, 2, the pre-sequel, and even Battleborn all ran on Unreal Engine 3. And it's going to be nice to have a new engine that may eliminate certain glitches we saw in Borderlands 2, like passive weapon effects, or glitches that were common on like the Evil Smasher or Morningstar. Now, supposedly both of these things work due in some part to Unreal Engine 3, and hopefully the move to this brand new engine will help prevent what ultimately happened to the Evil Smasher, where Gearbox pretty much killed it. It's also going to be really nice to see a Borderlands game that takes advantage of DirectX 12. Overall, I think we're going to be seeing a major visual as well as technical improvement compared to previous Borderlands games. Now granted, it isn't confirmed or anything, but there is a possibility that Gearbox may allow us to mod Borderlands 3 using Unreal Engine 4's mod tools. We've actually seen this happen with Ark Survival Evolved, and depending on what Gearbox decides to do and how they've coded their game, it might be possible to make mods for Borderlands 3. I know I've beaten this subject to death in previous videos, but it would be amazing if Gearbox took the time to incorporate this into the next Borderlands game. Even if we didn't see modding on the console versions, opening this up to the PC community would do wonders for the Borderlands community on PC. Which, right now, there's like 10,000 people playing Borderlands 2. I also think it would give the modding community more legitimacy, because right now, the public perception is that people that mod Borderlands are subverting the core gameplay loop, and having official mod support this way is basically that all that will go away, and a lot of people will get to experience mods and their potential for increasing the value proposition of the game. The ability to add standalone weapons, shields, and create entirely new levels may be possible now because of the move to Unreal Engine 4, and I'm going to hope that we get to see mod support for Borderlands 3, especially since Ark Survival Evolved is using the same engine. It is a multiplayer game, and it got mod support. I do think that this tech demonstration does sort of confirm that Borderlands 3 won't be releasing this year, which is sort of unfortunate, but I think I would rather Gearbox really take their time and make Borderlands 3, along with all of its DLC, really good. I'm thinking our release date now is probably going to be at some time during 2018, maybe even 2019, but really, honestly, if the game's good, it doesn't matter. I think what we can say is that Borderlands 3's development looks like it's going pretty well. But alright guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. This was a quicker video than I've normally been doing lately. Let me know what you think of the video. Actually, more importantly, let me know what you think of this tech demo. Are you hyped? Are you not hyped? Or what? So let me know in the comments, but as always guys, like this video if you liked it, and as always, take care and I'll see y'all next time.